Hello and welcome to Turning Point. This is one of the most lopsided encounters in IPL. Mumbai versus Kolkata. The former has won nearly 76% of the matches between these two franchises. Tonight the match is going to be held in Pune. It will be an all-new encounter and the Pulton are hungry for a win. They have played 2 and lost both the matches. Kolkata have won 2 out of their 3 matches played this season and are sitting in the second position on the league table, though very early stages in the competition right now. Let's have a look at how the points table is stacked up right now. Rajasthan Royals are right on the top of the league table, followed by Kolkata. They have won a similar number of matches, but just behind Rajasthan in the run rate, followed by Gujarat, Punjab and Lucknow. These are the 5 teams that make the top half of the table. Let's have a look at the bottom half of the table as well. So there you go, Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Hyderabad. Mumbai in the bottom half and Chennai in the bottom half as well, because both these franchises and Hyderabad, they have not managed to register a single win this season. I'm joined at this hour by my guests, cricket expert Anis Sajan. I'll be joined by Kolkata fan Avik Bhattacharya and Mumbai fan Naresh Mansukhani. Thank you very much for joining me on the broadcast. First, let's have a look at this graphic and how the players are stacked up against each other. Pat Cummins versus Ishan Kishan. In 3 innings and 5 balls that Pat Cummins has bowled to this Mumbai youngster, he's picked up 3 wickets. Thrice he has picked up the wicket of Ishan Kishan. Let's also have a look at another rivalry, interesting rivalry between Rohit Sharma and Sunil Narine. Rohit Sharma has batted 18 innings against Narine. 7 times he has been dismissed with an average of 19.6. Anis, I'll come to you with those kind of stats. The Kolkata Knight Riders will know how to start today if they win the match, win the toss and decide to bowl first.
Well, the stats definitely go in the favor of KKR, where they say that Pat Cummins has the better of the left-hander Kishan, whereas Narine has the better of the hitman. So definitely they are going to get those 2 bowlers when these 2 players are opening the innings. But mind you, Rohit has a half century, whereas Kishan has 2 half centuries. So I'm sure they might probably see them off unless they bowl 2-3 overs. So I'm not so much a follower of stats. It's just that it's of current form. Kishan's current form is very good. So is current form of Narine, as well as Hitman's form is not that bad. We have to see how Pat Cummins comes into this match after the Pakistan series. But it's going to be a great contest.
Well, Naresh, I have to come to you and ask you about Ishan Kishan and Rohit Sharma. Pretty much Mumbai's batting has revolved around them. Till the time Surya Kumar Yadav comes into the team, would you say the balance of the side will be a little off?
Yeah, you can say from the experience perspective, because Surya will add a lot of value at number 3 to bat deep and finish games. So if he's not fit today and not playing, then it depends on Rohit and Ishan. One of them have to play long, like how Ishan played in the first game. He scored 81 and batted right till the end. We need that kind of an inning from one of the openers. And this matchup of Sunil Narine with Rohit is very important, because in the middle overs is where Sunil Narine and Varun Chakravarti can kind of, put the brakes on the scoring of our team. So that's going to be very critical.
But generally, Rohit Sharma has scored very well against KKR. It's been one of his favorite franchises and he scored over 1,000 runs. Avik, let me come to you and ask you, Pat Cummins, if he comes in, he has done his mandatory quarantine and he is available for selection. If he comes in, would you say that will add another layer of leadership to Kolkata Knight Rider and the team might just be fired up for another win?
Yeah, actually, see, the Kolkata Knight Riders have many more impact players as of now. Be it Sreyash Iyer or Venkatesh Iyer or Narine and Pat Cummins. So each one of their own right, they are game changers. So and they're all professionals. So yes, of course, with Pat Cummins coming inside the side, they are going to add more power and more experience to the side. And hopefully Kolkata pulls it off today.
Anis, let me ask you about the Mumbai lower order batting, which seems to be the biggest worry for the franchise this season, because Pollard isn't firing and they are missing the likes of Hardik Pandya and Krunal Pandya.
Spot on, Rika. With Pollard not firing, their lower order batting definitely looks weaker. But I believe Surya Kumar Yadav is playing today. So the top three definitely looks good. And Tim David, they have bought that Singapore player who did so well in the PSL. But of course, IPL is a different brand of cricket.
Yes.
I would like to see him a little higher up in the order, because I know this too, KKR has two good spinners. His weakness is spin. He likes a little bit of pace on the bat. But sometimes you might have to probably change his batting position to give him little pace and get some runs, because it's the confidence. Because so far he's got out twice cheaply. I believe this is the match he might score, because Pune is a ground which helps the fast bowlers more than the spinners, and this is a ground he will enjoy batting.
You concur with what Anis is saying, Naresh? You are sitting in Pune. Do you think this is the time, this is the place that Tim David, one of your most expensive buys this summer, he'll fire?
He has to. It's very critical for him, and yes, the toss is, not the main decider here, because the teams have defended totals. Though the teams want to chase, they have the team batting first has defended. What's going to be the key is going to be that KKR in the 3 matches they have played have not gone beyond 150. They don't have those kind of scores behind them. So that's an opportunity for our bowlers to come back. But Tim David, very critical. I agree with Anis on promotion. Could be Surya, if he's playing, could be a floater between 3, 4, 5 to be the finisher, and Tim David promoted up to face the pace of Pat Cummins and Umesh Yadav.
Avik, are you also expecting another low-scoring encounter like the ones Kolkata always serves up?
No, actually, see, if the top order fires, definitely, like Ajinkya Rahane, I believe is going to play the sheet anchor role. But it is very important for Venkatesh Iyer to fire in this match. So once he keeps going, and then we can have some last day hittings from say maybe Suresh, Mr. Rana, and also our captain. So that's we have got very hard hitting batsmen. So it's now not necessarily that we'll have a low score, but yeah, definitely we have to preserve wickets. In the first 5 overs, we need a score of around 50 to 60 runs on the board, and then Kolkata can easily sail over, I think.
Anis, would you say Kolkata's big problem this season is their death over bowling? Because between Tim Southee, Andre Russell and Venkatesh Iyer, as well as Shivam Mavi, they have leaked a lot of runs in the end.
Yes and no, but when you see their bowling attack compared to Mumbai, they look still better, because if you see Mumbai's bowlers, Basil Thampi has gone for quite a lot of runs, and I do see a change coming today, maybe in the form of Jaidev Unadkat, even though he's the same like Taimul Mills. But KKR's bowling has been better. They haven't leaked as many runs as Mumbai has leaked. They have kept it to around 150, 160 to the opposition. So we'll have to see how they cope up, like the guys you mentioned, Shivam Mavi, how they can control it. They've gone for runs, but KKR's bowling is much stronger than Mumbai's bowling. And I would say Mumbai's batting is a little more stronger compared to KKR's batting.
Okay, let me ask you one final question, Anis. So the spotlight tonight, will it be on Pat Cummins?
Yes, he definitely walks in, and as you mentioned that he has his number over his opposition, so he definitely comes in to have a wood over Ishan Kishan. And he is a proven player, and he's coming on the back of a winning series, even though albeit he played the test match, and he gives his 200%. Everybody likes him as a teammate, and he's a man Mumbai should watch out.
He's a man Mumbai should watch out. Well, Naresh, is he the man that you're going to be watching out for, or would it be Sunil Narine or Varun Chakravarti? Who's that one bowler that Mumbai will be watching out for tonight?
No, definitely we are up against probably the best bowling attack in the season in this season, because of Umesh Yadav and Pat Cummins. If they share the ball, and Umesh Yadav is the purple cap holder, so Rohit and Ishan would be definitely wary of that. But yeah, Pat Cummins at the top and definitely the spinners in the middle, and that is where Surya is very critical, and hope he plays today because he can attack the spinners very well.
Right.
So yeah, hope we can get better of the bowling here.
Perhaps the key to Mumbai's comeback or their first win this season will be the return of Surya Kumar Yadav in the middle order. We do know that he had a hand injury, he has recovered, but we still don't know how much his recovery will help him get back and score at the pace that he scores. Well, for now, thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me on the broadcast. So that match is coming up for you this evening, Mumbai versus Kolkata from Pune at 7:30 p.m.